There we go. That should be good. Oh, volume. Okay. And I'm going to want that. Loading, loading. And success. Okay, let's turn that down a tad. And now we're good to go. 4 hours and 51 minutes, I believe that's what that said. I looked at it right at the very end. And my mods are loaded properly. Alright. So what was I doing last time? That's right. There's that one thing. Let's not bother with that. Let's actually go back up and repair everything. Because it's been a while and I feel like I probably should. So I did just realize I still have to farm up the large shards. I'll focus on one at a time. Hey, what's going on, Backcat? Alright. So, large titanite shards. Tedious, but we have to go all the way across the swamp. And that boulder guy is not going to cooperate with me. I'm honestly not sure the best path through here anymore. I think this is our best bet. Just going carefully. Damn, he saw me. Excuse you, but I was holding my shield up and decided I wasn't. Alright. I think we're in the clear from now on. Green, of course. I just need a bunch of large. Like that. More, please. Well, one so far is good at the very least, I guess. Rude. Stop missing. No luck on these drops. Seriously. Okay, there's another one. That makes 2 this trip, which means we can get our weapon upgraded a little bit more. A whole lot of nothing. How disappointing. Come on now. Oh, right, you. No drop, and a dung pie. I'm just not having any luck with these guys. There we are, that's a little better. So how many do I have now? 4? Yeah. Well, we're getting there, I guess. What type of software? There's quite a few different things that are going on with the new job. It's not just software that we're selling, we're also selling our IT services as well as custom computers and all that fun stuff. So, there's quite a bit. Software-wise, you know, we've got some Cisco Umbrella stuff going on. We've got some stuff called Mosey Pro that's decently popular, but it is what it is. Of course, you know, regular programs and whatnot that are used for various things. A lot of Office packages that get attached to client computers. Oh, I guess that works. And we run a lot of fiber cabling for businesses. Internal networks and all that. It is a really fun job. I do enjoy it. I mean, I've only been there for a little over a week now, but I haven't had a bad day. Oh, hello. Let's just get away from that other enemy. Damn bugs. Seriously. Ugh. Seriously, just... I hate these bugs. I wish I had a fiber internet connection myself. It'd be nice. It'd be very, very nice. Unfortunately, service providers in this area... it is what it is. They're a little bit lackluster. man. I would love those speeds. It'd be great. Who's texting me? Oh, nothing important. Okay. We're still a little down on our luck on these large shards. I look forward to the day I can get a fiber internet connection, though, to be honest. It'll be great. Okay, that's a little better. We're up to 6. Hey, Deformed, what's going on, man? You got yours 2 months ago? Nice. Consider me quite jealous. As it stands, my speeds, they're not terrible. I've got 100 down, but I only have 5 up, and it sucks, because up is way more important for me than download speed. Like, I would take 10 up and 30 down over 100 up and 5 down. Just to be honest. Derp. No drop and no drop. Okay. How many more trips of this do you guys think we'll need to make? I'm hoping not many more. I wonder if you have any new items that you sell. That just occurred to me.
Hey.
Nothing new. Shame. You get about 50 for your upload? Dude. I am so jealous of that. Easily the worst thing about my service provider, though, is that they'll randomly decide that my connection should be throttled. So it'll just randomly drop down and I won't be able to stream at all. That's why sometimes the stream just ends abruptly. Because they decide, you know, that I just shouldn't stream. Which really does kind of suck. Like, pretty bad. Whoop. This was a poor way to go. Oh, that dodge. That was really lucky. Stupid mosquitoes. So there's really no good way to get over here without them noticing me. Alright. You get 40 and 40, you think? Nice. I wish that I got speeds that fast for the upload. I know I keep saying it, but 5 upload. It sucks. Like, throughout the years, my network speeds have not gone over 5 for the upload. Like, hey, Vigor. What's going on? Thank you for the continued support. What was I in the middle of saying? Oh, right, my network speeds throughout the years. I've had, for my upload speed, 5 for like the past 7 years, give or take. My download speed keeps going up. It went from 5.5 to 10.5 to 35 to 105. But that entire time, my upload speed has been stagnant. I'd rather it go up evenly, because that would be more beneficial. For me, at the very least. I get it, not everyone needs upload speed the same way that someone who's streaming does. Like, I understand why these companies, these service providers, don't do it that way. True. True, my man. It has been too long. How have you been? I'm doing pretty well myself. Sorry, readjusting. Abraham, what's going on, man? Yeah, I decided, you know, I'd get ready for the remaster. You know, refresh it a little bit. You know, just because I have a decent memory doesn't mean I remember everything about this game. And then I just caught the itch, you know. I just decided, okay, well, I'm going to try it with mods now. Which is a brilliant idea. Like, for real, if you have not played the Prepare to Die Again and the Rekindled mod together, you really should. Like, it is a phenomenal combination. Ah, the distance. Dude, for real. Dark Souls 3 PvP just wore me down so much. What do these mods do? So here's the general gist of it, Vigor. The general gist of it is that they changed the game in a very dramatic way. So first and foremost, they changed the location of enemies. They add new enemies to certain areas and remove some from others. They also changed the placement of items and bonfires. Bonfires are not in the same locations. So, you'll see in a minute here. You've been mostly asleep during my stream times. Hey, it happens. I've been forced to move my stream later because, or rather, I was streaming later because I was working. Now I'm streaming earlier because I have to if I want to at least stream a decent amount of time. And I have a new job, so, you know, it is what it is. It sounds like a bit of a pain, to be honest. Honestly, it's like playing the game for the first time again. In some ways, it feels like a new game. Like, the level design is the same, but things are so different. I mean, example A, where my bonfire right now is, it's completely different. You're waiting for the remaster before you jump back on? Fair enough, Drew, fair enough. Can't blame you. Even still, I definitely would recommend trying out the mod at some point. It is recommended to play it in offline mode, so yeah. I hope they don't mess it up either. I am slightly concerned about the 6-player in a world thing, because the game was not balanced for that. That is not the way the game was balanced in any way, shape, or form. But I am hopeful for what that will do to the arena. Because you actually were never around for it. I don't ever really remember talking to you about it. Oh. But in Dark Souls 1 for the arena. Oh my god, this stupid bug. Seriously? I did an event called the Calamitous event. So, 0 poise, Calamity Ring, 4-way free-for-all. The fact that we'll be able to do it with a 6-way free-for-all, hopefully, if they don't update the arena for 6 players, then what was the point of allowing 6 players in the world? I'm just going to throw that out there. 6-way free-for-all, 0 poise. It'll be a good time. Oh, try to get the backstab. Did not get the backstab. Right, there's a reason why I did not like going this direction. Because it is a bad direction to go. Poking through backstabs was a bit dumb. Fully agreed. That's why the 0 poise Calamity Ring matches were really fun, because they made weapons that people normally wouldn't use extremely viable. Like the Dragon Bone Fist, that stupid thing, was really fun to use in the arena matches. Or the Claws, which were a decent weapon, but they were so easy to counteract. Or hell, even crossbows. Like, the little things that you just sort of would shrug off, you couldn't really take for granted anymore. It just changed the mechanics of it that much, you know, having no poise. We're going through this one backwards. See if I have any better luck doing it this way. But anyway, True, what's been new with you, man? How have you been? It's been a bit since we've talked, so... Hey, that's some good luck right there. It's about time. Glory days of Yaminamashi, oh boy. You don't know where to start, but things are amazing, mate? Fair. Happy to hear that you're doing well, man. You got lucky with the streaming. Hey, it happens. It's all got a little bit of luck to it. You just gotta be there at the right time, the right place, and be doing the right stuff when it comes. And you know, you gotta have a decent personality. Otherwise, people get bored of you. How much does that put me at? 4. And I have a +7 Lucerne, right? +8, so I need 2 more. You got a real love-hate relationship with it. I get that. The rapier in this game is amazing. The S-Stock is amazing as well. There are a lot of great weapons in this game. And a lot of them are even better simply due to the way that the Leo ring in this game works. Because, you know, it actually works. Yeah, there are a lot of exploits for the game though, no doubt. A little unfortunate, to be honest. Some of them, you know, PvP really relied on, but we'll see what happens if they get patched out. You main the battle axe these days? Decent choice. Decent choice. I mean, I'd go with a war pick personally, but hey, that's just me. Same moveset, but thrusting and counter damage. Just throwing that out there. Ta-da! Oh, and I can probably level up, can't I? Nice. Yeah, things like dead angling could be useful, but I feel like it would be better if instead of dead angling, that a certain set of weapons had the ability to just natively pierce shields. Dark Souls 2 Reapers, example A. It removes the need for dead angling while still retaining a lot of its capabilities. Now what should I throw this level into? That's true, it does vigor. You don't like it as much. Shame. To each their own. It's my preferred choice. Preferred English. Can't talk sometimes. What is this? Okay. Not what I would have expected to be there. I wonder if they put anything in the tunnel up ahead. Or over this way, for that matter. I always felt like over here, there should have been like a body just right here. Hidden out of the way. You just don't see it? Man, it's a great weapon. It hits like a truck. It's a really light weapon, weighing only 3.5 units. Pretty decent moveset overall. I missed an item over there. Damn. I should go get it. That could very well be the Firekeeper soul that we've been missing. But I'm not going to. Because I don't care to. At least not right this second. Oh yeah, you can definitely play with no poise against heavy poise opponents. That's easily a doable thing, just due to the toggle escapes being in the game. Even without using toggle escapes, it's easy enough to win. Yep, that was my video. Did you just recommend my own video to me? Nice. Nice. As an Australian, timing your toggle escapes. Ooh, yeah. Let's get a little lightning going on. I just poked her, didn't I? I should upgrade my bow. Sippy. I wonder if they made it harder to cheese Ceaseless. Well, we're down here anyway. We've already rested at multiple bonfires, so it doesn't really hurt for us to rest at the bonfire here and actually do the fight. Oh, we're going to find out. I am not going to kill her yet, because I feel like they may have actually moved the bonfire up ahead. I have a hunch that they've done it. Better safe than sorry. And the verdict... Haha, no bonfire. I was right. An egg vermifuge. I like that they put that nearby. That's nice at the very least. Now the question is, where did they put the bonfire? Closer. Well, we'll go back and kill her on our way out. For now, we're gonna go fight Ceaseless. You pulled off a backstab escape last week and it felt good? Nice. Exactly, Ron. Exactly that. So I was talking with one of my friends, and he was talking about a video that, I almost said his name, that Sunlight Blade. Ugh. Can't talk. A video that Sunlight Blade did on reverse rolls. He did a tutorial video on them a while back. And I was like, yeah, I made a comment on that a while back. And I actually saw the comment, and it said exactly what you just said. Reverse rolls are great, except you can literally just take 3 steps backwards, and then hit R1. And then you're done. You backstab them. It's an easy punish. The broken mechanics are what make PvP good. Yes and no. I mean, personally, I was never very big on using a lot of the mechanics in the game that were broken, and yet I still found myself to be quite successful in PvP. Ceaseless. Please. There we go. You have to get a better PC for the remaster. It's a struggle. Hey, it is what it is. I always did enjoy the way this portion looked. That said, it's time for us to get out of here. $3,000 souls away, I can make that. Your 2014 laptop just won't cut it? Yeah, it probably won't. Alright, we're at 2727, so we're good with that. Now we have to kill her and get her Firekeeper soul. And then we go back to Firelink. Yeah, definitely will get a lot of use if that's the case. Any ideas what kind you're looking at getting? brand-wise, spec-wise? Any of the above?
Why, you monster!
A custom. I thought you were talking about a laptop. A new laptop. Not desktop. I misunderstood. Evidently. Well, here's the thing, Ron. A lot of the laptops now with the 8th generation Intel processors are actually pretty damn good for not a terrible cost, because an 8th generation laptop processor is roughly equivalent to a 7th generation desktop processor in terms of core count and speed. The only concern that you need to have is cooling, and the processors actually have a lower TDP than any previous generation. So, you know, they're actually pretty damn powerful. I'm actually a bit jealous. Becca is getting a new laptop for her job. So they're buying her one for her to take to conferences and whatnot. And just to ensure that they're getting something that'll actually last a long time, they went way overboard for what she needs. So she's going to end up getting a 15.6-inch HP Spectre, the 4K screen model with an 8th generation i7, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe solid state. It's kind of stupid. Oh, hey, a poison bite ring. That would have been very useful, you know. Shame that I didn't notice that any sooner. That was a horrible place to get stuck on terrain. And a 2 gig dedicated graphics card, actually, as well. It's an NVIDIA MX150, but that's still Pascal, so it's fine. Like, it's more than what she needs. And yeah, she's using it for a little bit of GIS work, which can get relatively intense.
You poor fool, you.
So it did just occur to me, now that I've done that, that Brandon and the Legend are going to be aggressive to me when I go back into Darkroot. That may have been, and I'm sure probably was, very poor planning. I can probably squeeze a level out of all this, actually. 2 levels, rather. Yeah, it's 2 levels right there. Okay. Okay, game. You win this round. Yeah, the old future proof. For real, though. It's stupid. I'm so jealous. But they were going this... The trouble is, and this is the problem that I have. She was texting me about it, saying, hey, they want me to get this, they want me to get that. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And I kept saying, well, for the price, they're bad computers. These are bad laptops that they're recommending to you because they're $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. But they're 6th generation processors. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you spend that much money when you can spend less and get better. So I was like, look, if they want to spend that much money on you, ask for this. So they said yes. It's running a little high. Yeah, it's part of the problem at the moment with custom builds. The price of RAM and the price of graphics cards. Through the roof. And the 8th generation processors themselves are pretty damn expensive too. Ooh, I almost went too far. Yeah, the computer that they ended up getting for her, that HP Spectre, cost $1,730 because, for whatever reason, they insisted on getting her the one with the 1 terabyte solid state instead of the model that I recommended that had 512 gig for, you know, $1,450 because reasons. Why they felt like she needed a 1 terabyte solid state, I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. It is what it is. Still, it's a damn good computer. And I wish it was mine. Like, I like my laptop. Don't get me wrong, my laptop is great for what I do with it. But I'm kicking myself for getting it, even though it was a steal. $680 for a $1,400 normal priced laptop. You know, you just don't really say no to that. Horrendously overpriced, horribly overpriced, and underpowered. Yeah. It's a very big trend that's been growing more and more recently. Derp. And I'm not sure why. Like, there's no real rhyme or reason for it. Yeah, Vigor, give me like 10 seconds, and I will give you the permit. Hold up, typo. There we go. I love PC part picker links, they're the best. Vigor, you have the permit, so when you're ready. Whoa. Howdy, stranger, indeed. Sketchy. Thank you very much for the support. Much appreciated. Past the fire, or, yeah, the firekeeper. I almost said the fire sage. I don't know what's wrong with my brain right now. You just want the rig to come May 25th? So here's the thing. And I'm a little bit salty about this. So, first off, I'm taking off of work on May 25th, so I actually can play the game. Now, there is a chance that From Software will give me the game early like they did with Dark Souls 3. That's a possibility. That Namco will do that, because they may decide that they like me enough. But in the event that they don't, May 25th will be my only chance to play it that weekend. Because my friend's wedding is on the 26th, which means I'm leaving that Friday night. So I have to take off of work to play Dark Souls on day 1, because I'm leaving that night, unless I get lucky enough to be given the Switch version as well, in which case I can play, not at the wedding, because that would be bad, but after the wedding that night. So, like, timing. To be fair, I think any real friend would accept missing a wedding for Dark Souls. No. I see your point, and I'm not going to argue your point, but that would not go over well. So what do you have? You're looking at a Ryzen 5 1600, decent processor, no doubt about it. Micro ATX motherboard will be 350M. So I will say this, if you're going to be doing this build, the very first thing I'm noticing, Newegg at the moment has solid state drives, a 240 gig solid state drive on sale for $50, I think. So that would shave $15 off. If you're using it primarily as just a boot drive though, you can definitely get away with 120, or you can do what I did, find someone who's selling the solid state drive that was used as a boot drive for a mining rig, because for mining, it's not storage intensive. It's not going to dampen or harm the life of your solid state drive. So if you can get one that was from a mining rig, it's basically a really good drive that's relatively well priced because it's used, that still has a lot of life left in it. I was able to pick up 6 64 gig solid state drives, some Kingston drives, for around $10 to $12 a piece. Like, dirt cheap. So if you're using it just as a boot drive, well, that's the thing. Some components you definitely would want to avoid buying used. I personally don't like buying used motherboards. I personally would not buy a used graphics card now that mining has become so big, because they could just say, oh, this was never used for mining, even though it's been sitting in a mining rig for a year. You have no way of knowing that. There's no way to verify. So that card is probably burnt out, even though they say, oh, it's in great condition. Doubtful. Very doubtful. But things that are used in mining rigs that do have, you know, very little use out of them, like a solid state drive, like that boot drive, why not? Like, hey, a 64 gig solid state for $10, $12? Pfft, yeah. Like, what's the reason not to? Link two of them together in RAID and call it a day. You got 120 gigs of storage right there, 128 rather. Just saying. It is what it is. That said, ta-da! Just out of reach. Mining is very intensive on certain components, graphics cards specifically. On storage space, not at all. On your processor, again, not at all. Because for the process to run, it's being run through the graphics card. That is what's running all of that blockchain work. So, because of that, everything else is relatively untouched. Which, in that case, used processors can be something that you can save money on as well. Used RAM can be something that you can save money on as well. There are ways you can go about getting crucial components for a lot cheaper. Yeah, I am very happy that I'm not dealing with any builds myself at the moment. I'm happy that I was able to snag my 1080 when it was on sale for $480. Like, easily one of my better decisions as of recently. So, where am I going now? Oh, I'm going to Sen's Fortress, that's right. In which case, let's put on Lucerne. That way we can stun the thingamajigger. And shield-wise... put on the Eastern for a little poise. Now that said, can I afford anything heavier? We should be practical at the very least, I suppose. Okay, so not 12.3. 7.8 maybe? Yeah, I guess that's acceptable. And... I actually kind of like the way that hat looks. Shame those don't blend together better. Wonder, can I do this? Okay. So if I drop that down to a lighter shield... Nice. And Ferris hat, maybe? Aww. I probably should keep the bow on. The Iron Round Shield is quite underrated, I agree. That was my main shield in Dark Souls 2, actually. The more you know. That said, if I keep this on, I definitely can go with that. But I don't want to. That just looks ugly. Aw, too fat. Shame I don't have anything lighter. I do have something lighter. I do like the way the shield looks. A bit of a shame we can't use it at the moment. We'll get there. $18 poise. Decently fashionable. I can live with that. Oh, Mocha. I forgot about that video. Honestly, though, Sketchy, building a computer is very straightforward. Like, to be perfectly honest, it truly, truly is. It's like playing with expensive Legos, except they can only go together in one order. That that texture issue while running. That is going to bother me very, very much. Well, I hate to do it, especially after, you know, we get decent looking from the front. But we're gonna have to change it up. So we determined it's not going to work with that. That's a shame. I'm going to try and ignore it. I'll make an attempt. One snap. The shadow's changing though. No way I'm back behind there like it used to be. Not move to the other side. Oh yeah, you definitely can move your stuff over to another build. That's not a problem at all. Data transfers are an easy thing to sort out. Big fan of the YouTube weapon reviews. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you found your way over to seeing me on Twitch as well. Welcome to the channel over on this side of things. Hope you enjoy your stay. I promise I don't fight. What? Oh, there's another one up there. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Good job. Loading zones. Whoop. You got Photoshop and the rest of the programs you don't want to pay for? Hey, I can't blame you there. Honestly, the easiest thing to do if that's the situation, like, to be perfectly honest with you, are you using Windows 10? Because if that's the case, Windows 10 is actually pretty straightforward. You can literally... The name change! I love it! You can't trust 10. Man, Windows 10 is so much better than 8, though. Let's let him sleep. I'm very excited for the remaster. Yeah, no doubt about it. Parry master fails. Even to this day, you can't decide when you can't decide. Hey man, Serpent Greatsword, good find. Trigger, yes, you have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's not a minute, but you gotta check anyway. Dark Moon Seance Ring. Not something I expected to find up here. I mean, I suppose I'm okay with it, but that's a bit of a shock. I'm gonna get the remaster on PlayStation 4 first, simply due to the PC community for the Souls games being tedious, I suppose will be the word that we go with. Gonna stand here and wait it out. Be smart about it. Yeah, I prefer 10 to 8 though, no doubt about it, Sketchy. It works more similarly to Windows 7 with a few aspects of Windows 8. On point right now. I like that you can see that there. I actually don't think I've ever really noticed it. I guess that's what I get for not fully paying attention. Let's hold off on that real quick. We're gonna go the upper path for it, get the item. Just one large soul. Like, I like the game on PC, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful game. Especially when you put on some mods and, you know, make it look extra pretty. But that does not change the fact that it is unpleasant. So we don't get on right here. We wait till it's going down before we get on. Okay. I'll just stand at the very edge and not go off. Oh, hello. Large Titanite shard, you know. Helpful, I guess. I don't have any standard Titanite. Interesting. Well, that is really a shame, though, Sketchy. The interaction is easily, in my opinion, we're in a very bad spot. That's just occurred to me. That's got me a second time. Let's not go this way. It's just occurred to me how bad it actually truly is. I think it's on this side. Yeah. The way we're actually supposed to go. Average idea, or an idea of an average price for a PC, it depends. So, ideally, you want a GTX 1060. Unfortunately, they are extremely overpriced right now. So a 1050 Ti is most likely what you would get. Now, the 1050 Ti is a phenomenal card. I have two of them sitting over on the side over there. Scratch that, I have one of them sitting over on the side over there. Now, what I would do is actually invest into an older graphics card, which sounds really strange, but this is another one of those cost-cutting performance gaining measures that I would take. So, if you compare a 1050 Ti to a GTX 970, you'll find that the 970 is on average around 20 to 30% better in basically every way. So, you can spend an equivalent amount of money, but get that extra performance. Yes, it's an older card. Yes, it's going to be, you know, something you'll want to upgrade eventually. But you'll get better performance in the meantime, and it's not a card people really use for mining. It's just not. So there's that benefit. Now, that would shave down a decent amount on cost. It'll help out quite a bit. That would still end up being around $150 to $180 for that card alone, but that's going to be the main thing that runs your game. Aside from that, though, you can go with an i3 processor, you can go with an Intel Pentium processor if you really even wanted to. I wouldn't, but you could. One of my friends actually used an Intel Pentium G4600 and overclocked the damn thing and used that as his primary gaming thing for quite a long period of time. He did eventually upgrade, but the benefit to the G4600 is that it's on the same socket type as all of the other Intel Core processors. So, no, let's not do that time. You get the ability to have a clear upgrade path. Which is something you cannot undervalue. There's no reason you need to invest a ton of money right off the bat into something. You can always go with something lower end and piece together newer, better parts over time. As far as price range as a whole, though, to answer your question a little bit better, I would say you could do something that you won't need to upgrade, something that's decent that you don't need to upgrade, for around $750 to $800. If you want to do something that will get you by until you're ready for the upgrade, then I would stay probably around $550. Lloyd, hello, hello. Come on, stop failing. Well, he's dead. It's a pretty good range. Yeah, I mean, sketchy. For example, the videos that I put up on YouTube of those budget builds that I did. Relatively cheap cost. I could have done them in a different way. Gone a tad higher in cost and price for what I spent. But the thing is, they did a damn good job. I mean, for what they are, you can get away with older processors as well. As long as you have something that's quad-core and has a decent speed, you don't necessarily need something new. Yeah, it kind of does ruin your upgrade path, and that is the downside about it. They moved my bonfire. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 really didn't do it for me. Level design-wise, phenomenal. Gameplay-wise, not as phenomenal. The PvP really just burnt me out very quickly. It is what it is. These things happen. There's an item over there by that other giant. Interesting. And a chest over there. Huh. Agreed. Some of them I think were actually very well designed. I just think that they were poorly implemented for how the combat was paced. I think that's the best way I can say it. Am I going to finish all of the weapon showcases finally? I'm going to redo all of the weapon showcases first. So, there will be updates to all of them, first and foremost. Aside from that, though, I will go back and do some of the ones that I had not done. This is probably going to hit me, isn't it? Oh good, I got through it. Oh baby, weapon showcases in 60 frames! I know, right? I'm excited for it, personally. Okay, we still have Tarkus right there. I have yet to find my bonfire, though. I'm willing to bet that it's across the way by the, merchant. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy about that aspect as well, that they're not using that engine. It's not a bad engine, to be fair, but I'm happy about it either way, you know? Okay, where did they put my bonfire? That's where they put my bonfire. Got it. I would have thought it would either have been by Ricard or... I almost took a turn too early. That's cruel. Oh, I most certainly will stream it. I was actually talking about that earlier. I don't know if that was before you stopped in or not. I actually have to take that Friday off because my friend's wedding is the next day, and if I don't do that, I won't be able to stream it at all. Unless they give it to me early like they did with Dark Souls 3, but if that's the case, I don't know when I'll be allowed to stream it because for Dark Souls 3 I had to wait like 3 weeks. Okay, large shards. I can appreciate that. Yeah, gravity did almost win right there. What are you doing? Do you mind? Making me look bad. Okay. Balder armor again. Not that I need more than one set. That one sniper up there. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I can't imagine that they wouldn't let me stream it relatively early, but... small shields. Okay. Interesting. Not something I would have ever expected to get as just an item out of a chest. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I wouldn't have guessed that it would be there. Did I really just... Huh. I just completely autopiloted over to the ladder while I was looking at the camera. Like you were saying, we know these games like the back of our hand. We know this game like the back of our hand. It was the Titan Knight catch pole sketchy. Of all things. Rip. I think the last time you played a Souls game, besides your first Dark Souls 3 playthrough, was helping me with the weapon showcases. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was one of the last times I saw you around, when I was working on one of those showcases. Back in the day, man. Back in the day. I have to say though, I do like the position of this bonfire now. It is kind of nice. It is strange. It is just strange. You are not wrong. Cage key, I see. Okay, well, that's not gonna work, I guess. Well, now that we have the cage key, I see no reason why we shouldn't just drop on down here. Chester's coat with physics. Ooh, yes. That will look very nice. You wanna try that again? That's about it. Fast Chaos Blade back as well, yeah. I'm just happy that we're gonna have a Leo ring that actually works, to be perfectly honest. And just because I don't feel like walking back up, trying to readjust to my seat. I'm just happy to have a game that actually works. Ooh, oh, you got me there, man. You got me there. Like, this game did have a fair bit of R1 spam, and I will fully admit that. But it's not as bad as Dark Souls 3 was. Or Bloodborne, for that matter. You're happy to have poise back? Yeah, fair. So much more expensive. They changed the name of the greatsword. I feel conflicted.
Go along, try and make... There you go, another brave soul.
That should be enough. You feel betrayed? Yeah. Like, that's almost as bad as changing the name of the Zweihander to the Two-Hander. Yeah, it's the same thing. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. You know? Now, on the other hand, if they changed the name of Lucerne to the Murdenhammer, did I really almost just walk off the edge into the abyss? Nice. Good job, me. I are smart. Example A. Like, I'd still feel conflicted about the Lucerne going to the Murdenhammer, because who doesn't love Lucy? But on the other hand, that throwback, that's nice. Down we go. Get hit bed? Fair enough, man. Well, hey, thank you for stopping by. Stop by more often. Whew, close one. There are a lot of items in Sens that I just don't feel like going after. Too much effort. Don't care. And what are the odds that they're absolutely crucial to our game progression? I doubt it. Excuse you, my shield was up and you just completely ignored me. Hey, a Titanite shard. Good thing I just bought them. Also, why is the snake out here one that did not respawn? That does concern me. Either way, let's get Tarkus in here. Oh, I just realized we won't be able to... Unless I ride them back down and go out, I'll be stuck with my bow at +5. Nomicals! What's going on, man? Stop. 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 I've been considering what I'm going to do about that. And I've been thinking that I might attempt to remake the old intro in HD. 1080p HD. Should specify. Didn't even make it fall over. Wow. here's the thing. Am I okay with my bow only being at +5? Do I have poison arrows? Good. Poison arrows will do most of the work anyway. I'm gonna be cheesy. Easy, cheesy, beautiful. Aside from that though, sketchy, if I don't end up doing it, it'll have a new intro of some kind. I think easily the most iconic showcase music intro though is my one from Dark Souls 2. Just coming to see random guys streaming one of my favorite games. I am doing well. And how about yourself? Thanks for coming to the stream on this wonderful afternoon, night, evening. Derp. Have you played these mods? They're fun. If you have not, well, you're missing out. Jerk. Super jerk. You just finished Prepare to Die Again, you've never tried Rekindled. The combination of them both is phenomenal. To be fair, I don't know which is doing which part, but I know that I'm enjoying it all. Tad low on stamina. You like the recent intros and the song use is a little more catchy? Yeah. It's hard to say what I'll end up doing. I feel like I'll probably end up doing like a Dark Souls 2-ish style intro that I'm gonna remake for the one showcases. We'll see what happens. I've got time. Throw a little more into our endurance and... Can I do this yet? Nope, still too fat. Can I do this at the least? Okay, that one's already at 10. Nice. Fair enough then. 17, huh? That'll get me almost there? Well, that'll get it. Come on now, level it up. We're gonna start pushing more into our decks. There we go. And I need to get the Leo ring in this playthrough, I guess, so I'll have to kill Fatty first. There's a chest up ahead. That's the only reason why I'm going here. Seriously? I haven't restarted the stream at all. That's very strange, CM. Although that would explain why we suddenly are going up to, like, you know, 15 viewers and dropping down to 3. But I have not restarted the stream a single time. And as far as frame loss, I've only dropped 700 frames over the past 2 hours, roughly. So, I mean, something funky might be going on. Probably Twitch being a little bit funky, if I had to venture a guess. Ew, who put you here? That's horrible. Yep, did it. Or both. Probably both. Both is good. Well, how are you tonight? Do I usually stream Dark Souls? Oh, Painting Guardian. Oh, nice. Yes. So I take it that you are not familiar with my channel then. I was the original Dark Souls Weapon Showcase channel. So, Dark Souls is my main thing. Just making sure they didn't hide an item around over here with the mods. Never be too careful. You'll see something funny with the archers. Great. Solid 12 viewers? Nice. Good for you. That's an archer right there. Why is there an archer right here? That makes me nervous. For under 1K followers, 12 years is pretty good. I mean, hey, you're doing a little better than I am. I'm only getting like 9 to 10 tonight, so. That is cruel. That is so incredibly cruel. 10 out of 10 aim. That's better. Smooth. But no, don't have the angle on him. You got stuck here for 2 hours? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I am not getting stuck here for 2 hours. Excuse you. Okay, let's actually switch our arrows. And let's just, you know, let him take a few arrows to the knee. Damn. Hello, phone. So close. It's gonna be a little too low, I think. Want to talk about stuff? Yeah, I'll talk about stuff once I get this one poisoned as well. That should be good still. Nice. Ankle shot. Alright, we're gonna be here for a minute. Boom. And you know what? Just to get the Painting Guardian in on the action. Why not? That may have been you sending me a thing to check out on Twitter. Yeah, that was you sending me a thing to check out on Twitter. What is this thing that you're sending me, CM? I see... What? Sponsored messaging. Interesting. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Should be about loots. Would recommend, by the way. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to, like, put up a poll and whatnot about it, but... So, how about that weather? As far as making a new character for Dark Souls 1, I mean, you kind of need to make a new character. I'm not gonna, make a unique build or anything along those lines. I'm going to remake my quality build first and foremost. The thing is, what I want to do, and I want to get as many people involved with it as I can so it goes more smoothly, I want to make a mule. I want to make a mule for everyone in this community. Well, Mr. Sombra, you can call me Andrew if you want. You can call me Mr. You can call me Won't Forget. You can call me Nerd. I don't care. Mr. Streamer is kind of funny. I will say that. Kind of makes me think of Doctor Strange. Streamer. Mr. Streamer. Bond. James Bond. Whatever. Ignore me. You started in the series like 1 year again, and you're from Spain, so you don't see too many YouTubers in English. Ah, gotcha. It's the same as normal donations, except viewers don't have to pay since a 5-second ad pops up before the message is shown. When you phrase it like that, CM, I can see the merit to it. And it does pique my interest a little bit because, I'm not gonna lie, I like money. Money is nice. It pays for goods and services. That is exactly what I was afraid of. Ow. That stupid arrow curve. Ow. Hey, I've been playing this game. I've been playing these games for a very long time. The ads are short and sweet. Viewers don't have to worry about if they are broke and the streamer gets paid. That is a very fair point. Also, that arrow placement. I know, right? Isn't it great? Oh, you're still alive. Oh, he's just not shooting at me. That arrow must really hurt. Yeah. Well, you know, it's good that I've got this armor that protrudes so far away from my body. I mean, it's going a decent ways out away from me. So, I'm good. Hello? See, I was afraid that they were going to put a Silver Knight down lower on the scaffolding, because you're looking above, you're ready for it. But it's a very From Software sort of thing to put it lower so you don't look for it. And I figured the way these developers are about that armor. Yeah, I wish this armor had, like, a full cape going on. Drakeblood Knight style cape. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm making some progress, Batcat. I am definitely making a fair bit. And a hug. I'm not big on hugging, but, you know, I can accept a virtual hug. Okay, well, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go across the way and see if they put an item over there still. Because there should be an item over there still. Just saying. I wish it had the cape too. Like, it would look so much better if it had a cape. Ooh. I'm a mature adult, I swear. But yes, Milo, I appreciate the follow. Is that a chest? That is a chest. A lightning club. Okay. I really hope that's not in replacement of the occult club from later on. Also, Dragon Slayer arrow. Nice. Because if that's meant to replace the occult club, we are going to have some problems when we get to Nito. I hate how tight that jump can be. Terrifying. Very mature streamer indeed. Ha 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 ha. Hey, you gotta have, you know, some sense of humor in some way, shape, or form. Well, there's the other gargoyle. There's a Silver Knight all the way up there. Interesting. Someone's eager now, aren't they? Hold the phone. Okay, yeah, that's not right. That won't line up. Shame. Another 3 alerts popped up in your Discord, and I have no idea. I wish I could tell you, but I've got no clue. Someone really wants to greet you. Did he just? The trifecta. Well, I mean, so long as we're here. Hold up, wrong level. Although I stand corrected. So long as we're here, we might as well clear out the room down here and see what's what. We're not going to go into the painting just yet. However, derping. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Struggle. It is too heavy, I fully agree with that. The biggest downside of it, no doubt. Let's just get that guy in the face. And apparently aggro everyone else with him. That'll work. Something derped in the connection between Twitch and Me6. Seems to be the case. Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, interesting. Shame that I've aggroed 2 of them. Oop, I got poked. And I was just about to be, you know, all get dead. You're so bad. Stupid painting guardian. Thinking to challenge me. And then I got myself stabbed by a giant. Because, you know. So we got a Slumbering Dragon Crest, some throwing knives, there's the body, a beautiful painting, awesome. Now, for whatever reason, this one vase over here, I don't trust. It's just something about it felt out of place. Also, how have I never noticed these windows? They're actually you can see through them. There's some transparency to them. You can see the buildings in the background through the windows, through the glass, even though it's stained. That is really cool. Like, that is such a minor detail. Like, I knew you could with these windows, but I've never noticed those ones were stained, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Also, just to check, okay, no item. That feels like another place where they would have moved an item to in order to hide it. Come on now. Let's go down one more. The small things in life. True. Those little details, they can make or break some things. You notice little new things every time you play?
This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwendolyn, and kneel before me. O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shall protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the dark moon.
Interesting thing about his dialogue. He clearly stops his sentence, yet they use commas. Minor detail. Bothers me to no end.
Very well. Now thou art a blade of the dark moon, hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the dark sun.
Do I want to do another weapon? I could work towards another weapon. That is entirely optional. I do technically have the stats for this. I should upgrade this, just in the event that there is no divine club anymore. I will consider going that route. In the meantime, however, I could push on the scythe. I don't need a spear because I already have a pokey weapon. I feel like I should go for a big weapon. I do like the large club. I really, truly do. And I do have the stats for it. It does only weigh 11 units in this game, as opposed to the Great Axe, which I don't have the stats for. And it does weigh 14. And I was never too big on the Murakumo. I'm not sure why. Just wasn't my style. We'll give it a little love, though. Means I'll need one more strength level, but that's okay. Rewind. Let's waste one humanity on this. Just in case they move the bonfire after where Solaire would be sitting. Although I doubt they would, because then they'd have to move Solaire's position. And I don't think that they've moved any NPC positions in this game, actually. In this mod, I should say. So we should be relatively safe for it to be in its old location. Keywords, should be. Will we be? It's hard to say. But we can hope. Now that said, what time is it? I feel like it's getting later. 10:50, I've got about 10 minutes. before I should be a responsible adult and go to sleep at a reasonable time. Because I stayed up too late last night. I was exhausted this morning. And, you know, starting the day with 3 shots of espresso, probably not the healthiest thing in the world. There. Rude. Well, let's just pretend he doesn't exist. Ow. Stupid demons. Lucerna's dealing pretty decent damage. Lucerna's just awesome. Okay. I am concerned about this section ahead because I don't know what they've changed. Okay. 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 Yes? Good. Collision boxes out of 10. Should be good. Right there. Perfectly in line, and that should just be about a headshot, actually. That confidence that I'd be just out of reach. Feels good. Just gonna pat myself on the back. Yes, Lucerne is a piercing weapon. It does deal thrust damage, meaning it is phenomenal with the Leo ring. As far as it feeling weak, the only reason it would really truly feel weak is because of its R2s, and the fact that it's got a bit of a wind-up to it, along with shorter range than the halberd. You gotta have your poison arrows, because just based off what I'm gathering from the developers of this mod, these mods, I will not be shocked if there is a third archer up there waiting to shoot me in the ass. I will not be shocked about that at all. Because that's what they would do. And that's fair. But if there's going to be a third one up there, I'm going to be damn sure these two are gone. Like, it's just the truth of the matter. And yeah, it requires me to sit back and be patient, which I don't like, because I just want to run up there and deal with it, but I don't know what's up there. I would rush them like a man and probably die. See, Deformed, in some cases, it's okay to ask for directions. Turn left at the third Silver Knight. It'll be fine. You'll make it. Left at the third Silver Knight, straight past the Mimic, right at the bonfire, and then you're at the boss. Easy. That's true enough. No, you didn't really miss much. I'm just cheesing these two Silver Knights with some poison arrows, because, like I was saying while you were gone, based off of these, mods and what I've been able to gather so far, I would not be shocked if there was a third archer waiting to shoot me as I walk past. That is just my opinion on the matter, but if there is going to be a third archer, then I'm going to be sure that the two that are already up there are not going to be able to shoot me in the butt. So there's still an item over there. Okay, no enemy there. Uh-huh. Well then, let's go over here and get this item. Five humanity. Feels bad. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's probably actually pretty good to have. High gameplay, poison waiting. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So if I'm not mistaken, that actually is the room that would normally have the bonfire. And I don't see the bonfire. So they did in fact move it. Very strange to use Twitch on your phone. I see. Honestly, I don't think I've ever used Twitch on my phone. Okay. Yeah, they most certainly moved the bonfire and Solaire. And they put the sunlight metals there. Nice touch. Oh, hello. You are a mimic. No, you're not. Silver Knight straight sword in a box. Okay. I can live with that. Solaire. My friend.
Oh, you've been quiet. Smooth summoning up at any time you.
Just shy. Darn. That's a nice find. I know, right? The Silver Knight straight sword is such a classy weapon. I love the moveset on it. The R2s. Just how heavy they are. It's nice. Okay, so we've got a mimic in the middle. Just gonna make sure there's nothing around the outskirts that's gonna mess with me. Okay, so we still get Havels. Please have an occult club. Please don't be just the Dragon Tooth. That's right, the Mimic had it the last time anyway. What am I worried about? They made it a dagger. Ah. How unfortunate. That's disappointing, yeah. Alright, time-wise, it's 11:03. I should end the stream now. And I should be responsible. And ordinarily, I will say, ordinarily, if this were vanilla Dark Souls, no mods, and I were at this bonfire, and it was coming close to the end of the stream, or was the end of the stream, I would just speedrun over to Ornstein and Smo, and I would take them out. But because this is not vanilla Dark Souls, and there is some exploring that needs to be done in this area for me to find everything that's been changed, I can't do that. So we're gonna have to pause things as it is, take a break here, and pick up here next time. So, sit down, take a little rest. Let's see who's streaming that we feel like going and bugging. Do. I guess we'll go bug Sen. Let's go raid Sen tonight. We're gonna go raid Dark Lord Sen. He's doing some Deljo prep on Monster Hunter World, getting ready for that angry pickle. So, should be a good time. The dude is super good at Monster Hunter, really far into the game. He is phenomenal at it. So, I'm gonna go and drop you guys off over there, and I will see you all tomorrow night. In the meantime, bye.